Hey, no script today, no notes, just going straight off the dome. Wanted to be raw and candid. And the focus of this talk is going to be about how I'm glad I started this channel. I'm glad I got on YouTube. Want to thank the folks that I saw that were encouraging indirectly. They don't know me, but I saw their content and it inspired me. I've mentioned Dante London and Joe Dash and one other fella, I forgot his name, but they were the impetus for me taking a chance to get out here to do this. And I look forward to getting better at it. I'll get better thumbnails. I'll get better at editing. Haven't done any of that so far. And I hope to have maybe some interviews of people that I know that strike a similar chord to what I'm striking, and I put out some feelers and we'll see what happens. I've come a long way in these couple of weeks. I mean, I had a really good tripod that I'm using now. I just didn't have the thing that holds onto the phone, the mount. Uh, I actually had a TV tray instead with a bunch of books on top and some canned goods holding my cell phone in place. Now I'm using the tripod. And anyway, I'm thankful that I took a chance and started recording and putting it out there. Because if I didn't, I'd feel a little worse today. To be candid, this is one of those days where, in spite of yesterday, I made a video saying the stink of last year is not going to funk up this year. Well, it's funky this week. It's funky. Uh, there were some irons that I had in the fire that are all gone. The one that was supposed to start on Monday, that's gone. But who knows when they're going to get their act together anyway. But there were some other things that I knew were odd timing because they got started around Thanksgiving time. And people have a tendency to forget. And then it lingered on through Christmas. And I took a chance and asked, hey, what's the status on this? And I got an immediate answer of, hey, we decided the team got together and let me know that they decided to go with someone else. I'm like, of course, they're going to go with somebody else. I mean, they probably barely remember me, but that's what Bidenomics is, and I can't wait until these last 11 days are over of it. No matter what's going on in my life, as long as I'm alive, I'm going to be watching uh, that changing of the guard on January 20th. We deserve so much better, and particularly in my industry. In IT, what I know and what I can do should supply me with a very, very, very solid middle class income instead of me feeling like I'm in the lower working class. At least I am not the head of a household going through this struggle. I can't imagine. I know there are people doing that, and that bothers me because I know we're better than that as Americans. I think of this picture, and you've probably seen it, where they have these about a half dozen men on a beam, several dozen stories in the sky, and it might be in New York or Chicago, where they're just sitting and eating lunch on a beam suspended, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 stories in the sky, and somebody takes a picture of them eating. No hard hats, no safety goggles, no safety shoes, but these are the people who helped build that skyscraper. And we're descendants of that same moxie all throughout America. So it really bothers me when we act like we can't get things done. I know we can. I know I can. And I'm happy to see that we have a president who is about to reassume office, and he knows that we can too. I have this, I guess you call it GIF, GIF. of Trump at NATO, and he's uh, forcing his way through about 6 or 7 people and standing in front, like, here I am, here's America. We're supposed to be in front, and I love that. I mean, I want America represented as top choice, and for people to really think twice about messing with us. But I knew prior to Mr. Robinette, who's about to retire and have all the ice cream he wants, I knew that he was compromised with Ukraine. And so it makes sense that you have hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions going to that nation. He's the one who said, "Hey, if the prosecutor isn't fired by the time I leave, you're not getting the $1 billion." Well, son of a bee, he got fired. That's Joe Biden saying that. I knew he was compromised because of his son's dealings with China as well. I knew he was lying when he said he had no interaction with his son and his affiliates. No one I know believed it. The media wanted us to believe it. They were the ones shocked that he pardoned his son. I knew he was going to. And all this talk I hear about people saying they would have done the same thing, probably. I would not have. My family are my allies. I care about them. But if they're doing wrong, they come to my door with a smoking gun in their hand and blood splattered on their shirt, and they're telling me they had to kill somebody who's half their size, half their height, and they're in a wheelchair. I'm going to say, you need to run, because I'm going to call the police myself right now. Don't bring that problem. Don't bring this trash to my front door. You need to get out of here. But if they've been wronged, I'm all about justice. I'm all about righteousness, and I will help them get out of that situation. But not if they're in the wrong. And Biden did that for his son because he's crooked too. That's why Trump calls them the Biden crime family. It makes so much sense. I'm not digging these Bidenomics like some other folks. We deserve so much more. The cool thing, though, about today is that it's snowing in North Texas. So that's a nice change of pace. It looks pretty outside. It'll all be gone by Saturday, 2 days from now. And then in a week from now, it'll look like it never happened. It'll feel like it never happened either, because it'll be close to 50, 60 degrees. But even though it's 70 something degrees in the house, and I'm thankful that I can afford heat, sometimes it feels cool. I guess it's because the humidity is lower. But I'm going to make some chili and hook that up. I had day number 1 of 2 for this class that I need to recertify my Splunk certs. Part 2 will be tomorrow, and then I'll be good for 3 years. I filled out about 8 applications. And just to get the pipeline going, we'll see what happens. And I'm wanted to take the time to be consistent and come out here. I think I've put out, this will probably be my, I don't know, 16th, 17th video. And I'm real thankful for those of you who have tuned in and decided to comment or subscribe. I don't know where I am right now in terms of subscribers. I tend not to look at that until I'm actually uploading information, because I don't want to just be hitting refresh to see what's changed. But I'm looking forward to learning the tech that's involved in editing and sound and thumbnails. In fact, I'm setting a goal to get better at thumbnails the next 5 days. What's going on with you guys? Are you looking forward to a changing of the guard in the next 11 days? Is it snowing where you are? Or are you going through this cold front that we're having? But I appreciate you being on the ride with me so far. Talk to you next time. Bye.